This is my media speech. So, media in relation to film has a huge impact, especially relating to the way new films nowadays, how you view films nowadays. You can have your own opinion, but every review of the movie and rating of the film are through the eyes of the media. Um, they have so much say over like what stays and what goes in the industry. And is the base of what makes films relatable. So media itself, media or mass media, actually stands for a platform where the general public can be communicated about various events. The oldest form of the media is a newspaper. Nowadays, it's television, the radio, the internet, but they all play as a major role in media. And film is actually a form of art. It's an art form. Um, though some documentaries may be considered as a media plot, but by definition, there is a major characteristic between media and movies. The role of movies or a film industry is basically to entertain people through visual storytelling, um, which aspires to imitate or create an utopian or imagination of like reality. But media, on the other hand, is basically focused to provide awareness or knowledge to the general audience about real life events and issues of relevance. Um, so, in traditional sense, media caters and explains us news as it is. Um, so there is a difference. Um, you know, the film is to entertain, and media is to inform. But they do relate to each other in some sort of way, obviously. So it's funny that um, we we make we make films and then we use media to rate them or to talk about how good or bad they were, right? So you heard like Rotten Tomatoes. Um, so we use mass media to communicate and judge films and then what we're thinking about them. We also use film to exploit mass media and its faults. So it switches up there. Like movies like the Truman Show, Anchorman, The Interview. They're funny, but they all have a clear message about their opinions on mass media and what they're doing wrong and how they're too biased and getting paid off. The new movie, The Long Shot, with Seth Rogen and oh shit, I can't remember her name. Anyways, that movie it slightly exaggerates, but also shows how corrupt the election media is. Big news networks and how they operate without really knowing like that. So they do relate a lot when it comes to what films are really good at, which is share a problem or storyline that brings awareness to certain topics and do it in such a way that you can relate and better understand what is being told. So, thank you. My media speech.